Welcome to Yep Yeah Yes with Marissa and Tamika. I am your co-host Tamika, alongside virtually social distancing with my friend Marissa, co-host Marissa. Marissa,
Hello.
how are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good, good. You having a good week? Things social
Yeah.
distancing and being
Distancing
this
socially?
the last week of school yet?
No, that's not going to be until June 19.
Oh, it's like the college kids are done.
Yeah. Yeah, they always finish early.
Yeah. All right. Well, today I wanted to talk about friendship goals. What made me think about it was so I've been watching this Michael Jordan documentary called The Last Dance,
Okay.
and it's been really good. It ended last week. It's every Sunday, 2 episodes for the last 5 weeks, and it basically chronicles the very last season of the Chicago Bulls championship run back in 1998. And what's interesting to me is like how the players discuss their relationships, how people back then and how they discuss it now, that is 20 something years later.
Okay.
But really got me going was Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, like they were the Batman and Robin of the team. And Scottie Pippen used to be married to, excuse me, to
Sorry.
Larsa Pippen. And if you remember, like a year ago or so, Larsa was like throwing shade at Jordan. What's her name? Jordan?
Sparks.
No, that's the singer.
Oh my God. Woods.
Woods, yeah.
Jordan Woods.
Because she supposedly was messing with Tristan, not sexually, but inappropriately.
Right, right. I
So then,
remember.
so then now she's back in the news again because she's throwing shade at Scotty because she was like, he she's like, he's always been this person. He's always had dirty laundry. I just got sick of doing his laundry. So then all of a sudden,
What?
all these people are like going after her, like you're the mouthpiece for the Kardashians, you're this, that, and the other. So it made me start thinking about friendship goals. That I mean, obviously, you always think about friendship goals. We tag it, we use it as a hashtag in our podcast clips every week.
Right.
But she really is like riding hard for them.
For the
Like
Kardashians?
she always seemed to be riding hard for them, but all of their friends do. And
Yeah.
is that are they friendship goals? Are their friends friendship goals? Does it make sense to have a friend that kind of rides for you in that way?
Well, why wouldn't you want a friend that's riding for you, though? And hard. Like, why not? I
Is
mean,
that
but
is that the goal? Is for a friend to ride for you in that manner, like to get involved in things that they have nothing to do with publicly, or not? Like I guess on a smaller scale, we can talk about like our scale, and when I say our, I mean everyday people that are not famous. Does
but
it
even
mean? But wait, is it the same thing as like, okay, we're not famous, but say two regular people get in an argument and the friend starts attacking the other person that was their friend. Isn't that the same thing?
No, but you don't need to be doing that. You're a grown ass woman. Like, so here's the thing about friendship. You want somebody that's riding for you. You know what I mean? Like, whether you're there or not, you want somebody that's like got your back, right? But at the same time, you got to be a grown ass woman. So, how stupid are you? You get not like, because obviously amongst our friends we're famous, right? Everybody's famous amongst their friends, right? You're well
Almost,
known
yeah,
amongst,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you're well known amongst your friends. So if I'm fighting with a friend and you're getting on social media being dirty about it, grow the fuck up. It's just an immature way to handle something, whether they're riding for them or not. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it just seems a little funny how all of their friends do that. So is that part of like, and
Yeah,
I
but we know that. But is that the goal? Is that friendship goals?
No, no, no. You got to handle things as a grown woman. You got to handle things. And remember, like, sometimes a moment you're fighting, it doesn't mean forever. So, do you really need somebody mouthing off?
Yeah, I don't know. So I went on to
Hello.
I googled it. I googled friendship goals using the Urban Dictionary, because obviously Webster's not going to have a definition for friendship goals. So I'm going to read it to you. It's a little long, but bear with me. Okay, friendship goes beyond just sharing time together, and it is long lasting. Who you value above other friends in your life, someone you have fun with, someone you trust, and someone in whom you confide. The first person you call when you get good news or want to vent your deepest feelings inside. You will have disagreements, you will want different things, and you will fight. You are two distinct people with lives that are constantly molding you into different people. It involves compromise, trust, and mutual growth that allows certain friends to last through decades and incredible life changes. Keeping in touch and maintaining a friendship was easy to achieve when both of you were in the same school and had no real responsibilities. Then it becomes a serious investment when life begins to insert itself between the two of you and attempt to pry you apart. Friends means being willing to learn and adapt, to understand that you cannot control this person or make them be who you want them to be, that you love them precisely because they are their own. I didn't see nothing in that definition about fighting their battles.
Why would you want that though? Why would you want somebody fighting your battles?
There are people in this like this ride or die, go hard, but ride or die derivative of look, we ride, we rolling through this and shit, we get into something together, we going down together. That's ride or die.
No, I get that. Like I get
our
that.
own definition, but that's Bonnie and Clyde. That's ride or die.
Yeah,
We going together or we dying together. Which is it? You know what I mean?
I know you got questions. We already discussed this. I feel like I'm ride or die. You said you got questions. We discussed this to don't even give me
I haven't changed my mind.
I know you haven't. So but at the same time, you got to be a grown woman about it. I think the thing about our friendship that for me is friendship goals is the fact that if I'm arguing with somebody, I'm telling you about it, you're like, yeah, but what about you? How did you handle that? How'd you said that? Because I know you.
What do you mean?
Like if I'm telling you a situation, I'm fighting with this bitch and blah blah blah. Yeah, but how did you say that, Marissa? What were your actions? You're gonna call me on my stuff privately. You're not gonna like get all on in public and blab about town with the whole like, yeah, they're arguing, this bitch is stupid, but at the same time Marissa X Y and Z. Like it's just I don't know, like.
Well, I'll speak full disclosure. If you're using, are you saying that I'm gonna say that, me Tamika, or just in general?
You, Tamika, to me, you'll call me on my shit. You'll say to me like, why are you arguing with this bitch in the middle of a parking lot? You stupid. You got kids in the car. Like, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever said anything like that. I think if I've ever questioned you about anything, it's usually like, this about me. Like I will, like, as much as you ask a question of a question, like if I ask you a question, like, what do you want to get to dinner? What do you want to get to for dinner?
Yeah.
If you ask me, it's like, do you want to go out to eat? I don't know. What do you think? I won't ask you the same question. I'll ask it in a different way because I really don't want to be, I'm out of it. You know what I mean? But that's my way of dealing with, and that's just like with anybody, like friends, family. No. Like
I know you believe that, but no.
I know for situations that I really don't want to have to. Yeah, I'm not saying that I always do that, but I'm just saying in general. In general. I don't really want to be dealing with that shit. I'll just be like kind of flip it in a way, and I just and you know that I do that because you'd be like, no, but I'm serious. Tell me, but I'm serious. I'm like, I don't know. You figure it out. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
No, but I thought we were talking about in the context of an argument. But in a context
argument, I think I do that. But you don't really have like say no. Okay, I'm not gonna spill any beans or anything like that. But say you have an argument with your boo and you come to me as a friend does, the normal situation.
Yeah.
I'm not the friend that's gonna be like, yeah, fuck him. Because I know at the end of the day.
Yeah, you don't do that.
I'm the one that's gonna be fucked because you're gonna be like, this bitch told me to fuck him. So I have to be like, well, what you guys have to figure it out and just.
No, but did you hear what I said originally? When it comes to like if I like if I'm coming to you with the whole like this bitch in Stop and Shop, blah 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 blah, you're like, but what happened? And I'm like, well, her cart was in front of me, whatever it is, and you're like, but how did you react? how did you say this? Because you're very good at like,
I definitely do that.
You definitely do that. But, and that's what I originally said. But I'm also, you also know me that I'm not very like, I'm really not confrontational. I'm not staticky. So when I'm coming to you on something like that, it's more like, what the hell kind of day are you having? But like you said, also, like, let's say I am coming to you, like a discussion with the boo thing over here. You'll listen, you'll let me vent, you'll do all that, and you're like, damn, well, you guys gotta figure it out, and that's it. You know what I mean? But like, exactly, you're like, I'm taking none of this heat. I am taking nope.
But is that
Oh, man.
is that the mark of, like, is that truly being, is that really, I shouldn't say a good friend, because at the end of the day everybody has their own
In the
idea of
context and definition to the friendship that you and I have, absolutely.
but
Why
in
would you
both,
want
in both,
somebody? For me, yes, because why would you want somebody to add static to an argument that you're having? You know what I mean? You want things to be, you want a healthy and happy life. You want to be
but
able
don't,
to
don't people
grow.
want people to agree with them too? I think in the midst of an art of like their frustration, yeah, girl, you're right. Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like that? True. That's some fucked up shit. True. Who doesn't like to feel that?
But you
Admit,
do that
admit
too.
that.
No, there are times when you do that too. I feel like you could feel when I need that. You're like, fuck that.
He ain't right.
He ain't shit. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Start from the beginning. Where were you sitting? What were you wearing? Who said what? What were you eating?
You know what? But see, I don't do that. I don't do the details because I
I
really
need
don't
the
care about the
details.
detail. You do the details. The one thing that I also, you do, you always go into
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. I'm like, I need details. I need the whole
so
picture.
the other thing that I'll do too is like, I'll reserve that, that rah rah for another day. So I'll be like, remember that time when so and
Yeah.
so did whatever? That motherfucker was wrong. I'm just saying. Like so I'm gonna get it out. It just might not be in that moment.
You're not adding static, and that's, I think that's
It's
a
to the
really good
moment.
thing.
To the moment.
Yeah, in the moment. But yeah, let's reserve that. We still have to shit talk.
But
Human.
so now going back to the
Larsa.
Kardashian friends, and I'm only using them because their friends are just very high profile and always going for back for them on social media. Is it a goal? Like everybody wants to feel like we just discussed,
Yeah.
like you're right. I agree. I'm with you. I'm on your side. Is that a goal in life, even on like social media, like in front of other people, to let that be known? Like I'm riding with this one. This one is right, and you was wrong.
This is where I kind of have like a catch-22 with the whole thing. So they want to be in the limelight. They want to be famous, right? They want to be all of that. But then they don't want to have a private life. But then I, it's such a hard catch-22. You want to deal with things privately, your cipher needs to be on the same page with you. But I think the vibe of the cipher is more like, you can say that on social media, I can't, because then I'll look like the bad person. So I feel like it's almost like the cipher and the way, the energy that they have their friendships with each other. It's more like, you're gonna be in this circle, you're gonna get all these like free things that we all getting. I'm fighting with this one. What you gonna say on Twitter?
Well, now relate that to regular people. Because say you, okay, use this as an example. Say you go to a club, right, with your
Right.
friend, or a bar, or with grown people. You go out for sushi, okay, and you see somebody that you have beef with, right? And the person comes over, but it's beef. It's like a Laura Ingalls, Nellie Olson type of beef, like frenemy type of beef. Like, hey, how you doing? But y'all can't stand each other. And everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it up to the friend to also take on that I can't stand that mofo too? Or do they just be like, I'm out of it?
Okay, so I'm. Oh,
It's like the friend knows that person too.
It's a case
Is
by
that the
case
kind of goal
scenario.
that you have in life?
It's a
Is that
case
a
by
goal?
case. It's a case by case scenario. I feel like
No, that's the situation I'm presenting. That's the case that I'm presenting in front of you right now.
it's the individual.
You're at a sushi
If
bar, you're having drinks, you're with your friend, another mutual friend comes in who you are frenemies with, but they're just, and y'all have this thing going back and forth. Does your friend that you're closer with, is it you feel some kind of way if they're like, hey, good to see you hugging, everything's cool, kumbaya.
okay. So my friend is not an acquaintance. Like we're all friends. I just
Right.
got something with this chick.
But
But see
you're
now I'm
closer
putting.
to
But
this
then
friend
what?
that you're there originally with.
But then what kind of friend am I am that I'm like, listen. While I feel like, listen, your shit is my shit is your shit. This is the contract that we have. I also feel like I should not put certain things upon someone else. If you don't have a problem with somebody and this person hasn't done something particular, because I know not everybody gets along. Sometimes your energies just don't gel. So if it's something like that where you're just not gelling, you don't vibe, like sometimes you take something, you receive somebody's words as like just snarky. It's not fair for me to put that on somebody else. But like if this chick, like, I don't know, smacked my kid for no reason, I don't know, or
That's
like
a whole different. I'm not talking about like violent, nothing like that. Y'all just
I don't
friends.
I don't I as an adult, I don't have a situation, like I'm just trying to think of like an example of like this bitch did something dirty. You better have a problem with her.
No,
I can't even.
yeah, I'm not even talking dirty. I'm just
So
y'all
then
just,
no.
like y'all just have a different
No,
opinion.
no. What kind of friend does that make me that I'm pushing that on you? That's just bad. That's just like not being a good person. That's not being a good friend. What kind of friendship goal am I? You don't have a problem with them. I'm not feeling them and I'm making it your problem now. That's not cool. That's putting
You,
something on somebody that they don't need.
I think in when you give it thought, it's like, yeah, that's wrong. Like if you give anything thought, you can come to determination whether it's right or wrong. But I think in
Yeah.
the moment, it's a different story. You know what I
Listen, it's
mean?
human
I,
nature.
I've been in situations where I'm like, whether it's with you or one of my other friends, family, whatever, especially family, where I've been in situations like, why are you fucking with this person? Why are you even speaking to them? I don't even, like, I'm thinking that in my head. And
Hmm.
that person don't have no beef with, they don't have, my friend and the quote unquote mutual friend don't have beef together. They cool. But I have beef with the other friend, and the friend that I came with knows, or the family member or whatever. There's something that no matter if you're 22 or 42, there's something like, yo, regardless.
That's okay. I think it's okay to have those feelings. I think it's okay to even be like, I don't even know why you fuck with her. And then you keep moving with your conversation. I think that's okay. I think it's human nature. I'm not evolved that much to be that mature.
I ain't
But
trying to,
at this,
like, that's not goals for me.
but no, but at the same time, to push that on somebody else is not right. It, listen, I'm an adult. I might look at you and be like, ew, I don't even know why you fuck with her. Hand me that menu. Let me see the drink menu. And you keep moving forward. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. I think it's just an innate reaction, perhaps. I think it's human nature to react that way. But to put something like a definition, like I got a problem with her, you better have a problem with her, when there has been no concrete scenario or situation. No,
No,
it's
if you got a problem with me, see, this is why I will not ever commit to ride or die, because, and that goes for anybody. Like like I've said before, like I have family members who is like, you sitting with them, you're like, what the fuck? Why are you even giving this person
but
the
they
time?
didn't do anything to you. You just
No,
don't like them.
but they know, no, but they, if they know, it might not have been something like they beat me up or we had, or, but it's like a, when you don't like somebody, it's like, it could be their politics, it could just be something they said that was fucked up, where they didn't think it was wrong. Like the guy, like you, I didn't think about it until later. But remember years ago, I had the house party, and that guy, he was like, Tamika, turn on the light, like that shit, because he could, or smile or something like that, so I could see where
Oh,
you're
I
at.
can see. Oh,
Yeah.
wouldn't ask. Yeah.
So at the time, I'm used to that type of shit. People, like, I get that shit from my own family. So, but you was not feeling that. You know what I mean? So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that it doesn't necessarily have to be something hard and concrete. It can just be a feeling that a person gives you. It's like, I don't like that motherfucker. I don't want them around me. I don't know why you fucking with them. If you fucking with them, you're not fucking with me.
Is that right to do that to somebody else though?
It's not, but friendship goals aren't about right or wrong. It's a goal. It's something that you want for your life. It's right if it's for
You
you.
want a friend, you want to be that type of friend though? You want to turn to somebody and be like, you can't fuck with them because I just don't like their energy. I don't like the way they look. Their pants is fucked up. I don't like the hem of their pants. So you can't be friends with them.
That's
You want
superficial.
to be
I'm
that type
talking
of
about
person?
things that they say that aren't necessary. I'm not talking about like because they wear
Yeah.
high waters. They wear high waters. I'm
But
not
these are
fucking
all,
with them, though.
but see, that's what I'm saying. But this is what you're talking about.
High
You're
waters
saying
and
it
telling somebody
wasn't.
to smile so you can see. There's connotations in that. There's things that
I
people.
I know, and I had a problem with that person. I
Right.
don't like that person, and I never will. But I never made it a point to say to you, that person's fucked up. You can't be friends with them.
No, but you would definitely be the type of person to be like, every time that person came up, oh, that motherfucker, I can't. Like you would always.
Absolutely. I said
So
it's
how is
okay
that
to do
any
that.
different than like slowly creeping in your head? Like, don't fuck with that. That motherfucker just made a racist comment about you. But all right,
Again.
go ahead, be friends with.
Again.
That's just as bad because you're making it seem like it's the.
Oh, fucking well.
No,
That's what you get.
no.
That's what you get when you're friends with me. That's what you get.
Now
Oh,
you done
well.
flipped it.
What?
Now you don't flip it. Now you see what I'm saying. You can say something without saying it.
Oh, well. I'm still a work in progress. I don't care. No, but see, that's the thing. But it's not, you're not putting concrete ultimatums on ultimatums. Ultimatums on
Yeah, ultimatums.
bleh. Ultimatums, datums, bleh. You're not putting that on somebody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I can say whatever quip that I want to for however many times. And
But see,
I
that's
probably
being slick.
will. So,
That's being slick. Like I wouldn't put it past the Kardashian. You think that Kim or Chloe, whatever, told Larsa, post this? They
yeah,
probably. I don't believe
like,
that. They probably like that fucking bitch and crying and making it seem like it really hurt me. And then, oh my God, she's been such a good friend to me. Let me post what she pissed off Chloe. Like tugging on the heartstring, like without actually saying "fuck that bitch." You actually, because remember, like just going back to this whole situation with them. Remember, Kylie didn't immediately stop being friends with her. I guarantee you, they wore her down. Like she ain't shit. Well, go ahead, be friends with her, but she don't. You can't trust her. She can't. That kind of people that do that. That's just as bad as being like, you can't. I don't want you to speak to her. It's just it's a clever way of doing it, and you're a very clever person.
bitch, you about to get smacked.
You are clever though, but no, you are clever. But and I'm clever too, because there have been people that you're friends with where I'd be like, I constantly be like, oh, Kokor, like, and I'm not
No, you
now.
flat out
I'm
be
sorry.
like, don't invite me.
I should.
You flat out. You're like, don't invite me. You going out and she going, don't invite me.
Yeah, but I didn't say you can't go. But that's my way of.
Oh,
That's the same way
but
that you
I'm like, bitch, you riding, we riding. I'm going where you're going. You going where I'm going. But
yeah, but what I'm saying, but that even saying with me saying that, that's the same. There's a delineation, a thin line
right.
between saying you can't go as opposed to I ain't going when you want to fuck with me. So if I'm not going, you're basically saying you can't go.
It's crazy because it's like we've had these exact like we're giving concrete examples to each other. Perhaps other people listening don't know exactly what we're talking about, but it's so crazy because one of the things that's so fantastic is that like that you do is just like, and here is why X, Y, and Z. So this Kokor, I just saw her doing X, and I ain't fucking up my life. You can. I'm not saying you can't go out with her. Don't invite me. And you're like, oh shit.
That's my point. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Kardashians did that without.
Yeah.
It's a way of saying you can't fuck with them, but
Yeah.
making it known, like, look, by fucking with them, that means you're not fucking with me. So the choice is yours. You can get with this, or you can
Or
get
you
with
can
that.
get with that. And that's kind of whack.
Exactly. So that's what, and when we say cold cores, let's be clear, this is early, this is a very long time, 20 years ago.
Early 2000s.
15 years ago, something like that. Well, a very long time ago.
This is a now that's what I call music for.
Right. Like, I don't fuck with people that do coke or drugs or anything like that. Marissa ended up realizing where the bread was buttered. Without me telling her.
Bitch,
stop fucking with them. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So and now in terms of, we just broke down, in a way we broke down what, when it comes to friendship goals, what we're not going to stand for and how we go about expressing what we're not going to stand for. What will you accept in a friendship? Or what must you accept in a friendship? Like, what do you believe has to be key for a friendship to strive, thrive?
Oh my goodness, that's such a hard thing to like to put to. It's, for me, it's hard to articulate because the depth and breadth of our friendship is so long, so I can't whittle it down to a paragraph.
Talk about our friendship. You have other friends. You know, there's other relationships that you've formed that, and it doesn't like this show is.
But see, the problem is, here's the problem. Like, there's levels to this shit. You know what I mean? And the problem with me is that, so there's like the Tamika, and then, you know, everybody else. And unfortunately, I'm just learning that the people that I put on the acquaintance might be a friend, and I'm still like, I don't know if they're my friend or not. I just have too many deal breakers.
I always get on you with this because you always like to put people as an acquaintance. I'm like, bitch, they're your friend. Like,
I know. So I'm just trying to think, maybe, you know what? I just want somebody that we have the core shared values. And I would say maybe 3 shared values would be openness, right? And what I mean by that is like...
Yeah, describe that.
What I mean by openness is like, everything isn't for everybody. So religion, right? We don't have to have the same religion. We don't have to have the same political views. We don't have to have the same definition of a family. I happen to be married to a man, and I happen to have children. By not having that, does it mean I'm not progressing? You know what I mean? So having those 3 core values of openness, any way you consider a family is a family, period, for me. Any God you pray to or not pray to is fine. Any political views you have, fine. But as far as like when people call out with the "you're wrong," "you don't know," "you're a sheep," "you're this," "you're that," once people start doing those hard definitions, that's where I feel like I have a problem, and the openness is not there. So it's hard to be friends. So I need openness. I need a certain level of kindness. I can't be around somebody who I feel uneasy with, meaning like they're constantly, I like talking shit, don't get me wrong, but the constant like, oh, did you see homegirl? Oh, she gained some weight. Meanwhile, you're pushing 250. You know what I mean? Like, I just want somebody to be kind, open, kindness. And I would probably say maybe just honest. I have to feel like what you're telling me is truth. And when I constantly have to whittle out, she said she went to India last month. All those flights was canceled. This bitch is lying. I can't deal with that. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I agree for the most part. I definitely, like, honesty and trust is important to me. I'm with you with that. Like, cause I don't have the greatest memory, but I remember why you couldn't do something with me. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, do you want to get dinner? Oh no, I'm meeting up with my brother. Oh, okay. Then you see them. How's your brother? Oh, I haven't seen him in months. Really? You just talk like that kind of shit. And that's just
funny how. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to have to be in a friendship with someone where I'm constantly wondering if they're telling me the truth. Like, you don't owe me your honesty, but why lie? You don't have
Yeah.
to, I shouldn't say your honesty. You don't owe me um the truth in every detail of your life.
Right.
I I don't feel like going out. Okay, that's fine. Just say that.
That's an
But
answer. Yeah,
like,
that's an answer.
so I don't like that kind of shit. Really, like that's like high on my list, like high, because my time is valuable, and now just be. I assume your time is valuable too. Be honest
Right.
about that. And that's just an example. I need a friend who has the same ideologies. Yes, you can have a different political affiliation, um, but like I just can't be friends, like true friend. I can be acquaintances with somebody where we feel differently, but when you are the type of person that's like riding hard for something, a cause or something that is totally against me and my ideology and what I believe in, I can't fuck with you like that.
Give me an example.
I don't want to really get political on here. I know you don't like to do
Oh,
that,
okay.
but
Yeah.
all I'll say is like I have no problem. I have no problem if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent. When I say to you, why are you that? And the reasons that you are that are in complete contrast with my ideology, then I'm just like if your reason for being something because you believe in pro-life and gays shouldn't be gays shouldn't be allowed to marry, you're against
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
transgender and
that's not
military,
openness. Yeah, yeah.
like you're not telling me anything about the actual, like you're telling me your ideologies. You know what I'm saying? So I can't fuck with that. I can't fuck with you. You believe that members of my family are not good enough to stand beside you and do the same shit. We can't fuck with each other. Like
Mhm.
how I'm bringing around my barbecue when I have somebody that's transgender or gay or like what do we or somebody that's had an abortion.
Mhm.
Like I can't bring you around. Like you know what I'm saying? But if you
Yeah.
tell me that I believe that money should be allocated, big business and money and things like that, and where where socialism and things like that, and I don't believe in those particular things when it comes to money and finances, and where support should be given and taken away, and even guns and things like that, if and amendments and things like that in the Constitution, those specific things, if we disagree on those things, that's fine. But when you start getting into like the personal shit, no, we can't fuck with each other. So that to me, when I speak about ideology, that's what I'm kind of speaking about. And I can't fuck with you. I really, and you find out real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially I do. I feel like I find out real quick because I'd be like, I'm very quiet initially, and then after 2 or 3 times, when you're with the second time or so, they're like, oh, Tamika, she's so cool, and then they start speaking reckless, like,
Mm.
oh word. Remember that
Yeah.
time we was in the car, the mofo was talking about like hating on Spanish people?
Yep.
I'm like, okay. So that's an ideology. That's not
Is
a
it?
political thing. It's just like you feel a certain way about Spanish people. Like I can't fuck with, like, what are you doing? I had an ex and it was very hard because he would be up in your home talking about spics, and I'm like, oh my god. And where is he at now? At some point you just be like, yes, I could, it's easy to say like I'm gonna dump him right away after that, but it's like you got to come to that, like, you know what, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Even after you have a conversation with somebody and call them on their shit and they're like, oh well, it's like, all right, well, there you go. So those two, the honesty, ideology, and I need a friend who like compassion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like during this quarantine time, you kind of realizing who your real friends are, like who really gives a fuck about you. You know, I had one of my friends call, check in with me today. You know what I mean? A friend during like just hey, just seeing how you doing, how you holding up. That means more than people could know, especially when they know what I'm doing out there. Like they're not like I'm going out in these stores. You know what I mean? And it's like, how you doing? How's your psyche? How are you? That matters. And so when we're able to like socialize outside, I know who I'm gonna fucking call. I know who I'm gonna
Yeah.
look for. I know, and that goes for family too. I know, like family especially, because they know, you know. So it's like one of those things. Like you you need to have, in order to, one of my friendship goals, in order to fuck with me, you need to have compassion. Compassion for me, compassion for yourself, and compassion for others. And so those to me are the three. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of other things, but in the hierarchy of friendship goals, that's where it is for me.
Yeah.
What's so funny?
So I feel like you exactly said what I said,
That is
right?
not. Of course you did. You said
Okay.
openness.
Which is, bitch, the way you fucking just said it is exactly how I said You said compassion. I said open. I said kindness. I
That
said
compassion
openness.
and kindness is not that we already had this discussion like a week or two ago. Did we not have a discussion about kindness?
We did. We did. We did. Uh huh. You don't. Oh, and then hold on a second.
Sip my wine.
Oh, hold on
Yeah,
a second. Okay,
my
no, but no,
Buenos
you're right.
Aires. And
So
if
you
you see it.
feel we said two totally different things. I feel like we said exactly the same
No,
thing.
I
But
think
okay.
we touched on some of the same things, but I think in the long run, like you're more open to to like I think obviously I believe you're I think everything that I said I want, everything that you said you want, we both want for each other. But in terms
Yeah.
of where we put it on hierarchy, I think is different. And I think that like we both said honesty and trust, but it I think how we described it is a little bit different. I think
And,
compassion and kindness is a little bit different.
yeah.
Political, I think, is different.
And is it pronounced ideology or ideology?
I think you could say it either way.
Okay.
I prefer ideology.
Okay. I prefer ideology.
Yeah, well, you go ahead and do that.
But you have called me on some shit I've mispronounced for a long time. So you are the English major.
Oh, see, now you're gonna throw some shit in my face.
How? What? What did I say
You speak
wrong?
Spanish. What's your point?
That you are a lot more red than
Yeah,
I
but
am.
you said, but you are the English major. Like,
No, meaning you probably said it correctly and I probably didn't. It's like the radiator thing.
I don't think radiator is right.
I don't think so either. I mean, but
Who the
people
hell
are out
says
there.
radiator?
A
You're
lot of people are out there saying radiator and they're saying it wrong for their whole life. Yeah. What are you doing? You're
nothing.
not paying attention to me.
No, I was looking to see what time it was. I want to
Pay
make
attention
sure that
to me.
we stay on time.
Oh, look at you, producer.
Best.
So true or false? For me, I wouldn't be friends with Larsa Pippen. Would you? What?
That came out of nowhere.
No, it didn't. You started this whole
I
diatribe.
know, but we weren't even talking about. Okay, would I be friends with her based on who she is in social media? No, because
I
I'm
mean, I
more
don't know her as an individual,
like
so
I'm. I I'm down with people that's not trying to be like 50 years old and I don't know. Let me not shame somebody. It's just I don't know how old she probably like 30 something. But like she's trying to be cute. Like
yeah.
like I have no problem. Like when I turn 50, I might take a bikini shot from a distance.
With the filter.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I
no,
think
no
you would.
filter. No, no filter.
You're
But
holding up pretty good there, lady.
thanks.
I think you'd be all right.
But I'll take a bikini shot from the distance. I also don't have children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like everything don't gotta be on social media. Like I post things, I post things for the most part, but there are people that I know, we both know, that post all damn day. Like
Yeah.
pictures of their kid, everything.
Yeah.
Everything they cook, because it used to be meals. That's one of the reasons why I started my food blog, because I was like, I don't need to be on here like I'm out to eat. I
Posting
haven't
food.
even done it for so long, but like everything don't need to be on social media. The other thing with that too is like I'm not trying to be friends with somebody that takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's just too much energy. Like now that's why one of the reasons why I always feel uncomfortable when we're going out and you're like, oh, you look cute. Who are you trying to press? And I feel all awkward because I'm like, I just put on some jeans and a shirt.
But you always
Now
look
it looks
cute
like I'm
though.
trying to impress somebody and I'm really not. I don't want to be that person because I despise those people.
But your answer is always like, me, bitch. I'm like, all right, it worked.
Yeah, but that's the reason why I couldn't be friends with her or people like her, because it's like it's too much energy. I don't know how to put on makeup. Like I never really learned. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My hair needs to be rebraided. I don't feel like braiding it today. Like I'm just really low maintenance. People saying that you shouldn't be wearing sweats during quarantine. Fuck that. I'm wearing sweats. I put on a new pair of pajamas every day. I don't care.
Oh well. Why can't
I
you wear
drink my
sweats
wine.
during this quarantine? What are you supposed to wear? Jeans?
Exactly. Like I'm not trying to dress up to
Ew.
go where? To lay in my bed and watch Little House on the Prairie.
To impress my couch? Fuck
Exactly.
out of here.
So yeah, so what about you?
Would I be friends with her?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
What celebrity can you think of that you think, or either celebrity or friends that you see on social media or in public eye, do you think you consider like friendship goals?
Oh, for some reason, nothing's coming to mind. I feel like nothing. Oprah and Gail. I don't know. I feel like nothing's coming to mind. Just them two.
When I think of friendship goals, I think of, and this is going to lead us to yeah, that's coming. The trending topic is versus. Who would we want to see battle each other that has not already battled each other? But before we get into that, the person that I would want to see is Mary J. And she has a friendship with this stylist named Lisa Hilton. And I feel
Oh,
like, to me, that's like friendship goal. They've
that's
been friends forever.
forever.
I mean,
Yeah.
they've been like, it was the anniversary of Biggie's birthday a couple of days ago. And so everybody's playing all these Biggie songs and, on social media. And, I went on my little thing watching his music videos, people like top 5 rapper. And he's not one of my top 5 rappers. But then I watched his videos. I was like, oh, well, maybe he is. You go through one of those
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm looking at the videos and I see Misa and Mary in the Big Papa video where they're sitting at the table and Biggie's in there. That's like the greatest video because there's so many cameos. All
Hmm.
his videos had the One More Chance video had a million cameos. But they've been friends for so long, and when they talk about each other, it's like, that's my sis. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
to know that they've been friends in spite of all of the celebrity and fame and drama that has come into their lives with relationships and deaths and things like that. To me, it's like, that to me is like a friendship goal that I see from the distant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like in real life, but
Yeah.
to me, that seems like, okay, yeah, I could get on board with it. Oprah and Gail, I mean, I guess they're friendship goal, but it just seems to me with them, it's like Oprah's always going to be here and Gail's going to be, they're never like on equal playing field.
Yeah.
Like Misa is top with what she does. Mary is top with
Mary's
like,
top.
they in
Yeah.
their own lanes. They don't need each other to be successful, although they work together and become successful.
That's what I love about a solid female friendship where like you're both shining for each other. I love that.
Right. And you're supporting each other.
And it's, you know what's so funny? Like I said before, I'm like, I hate when people all talking shit, but I'm about to talk shit. Because when we were thinking about like, what would you like as a versus, right? And I was thinking to myself like that Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, that versus was a vibe. It wasn't even a verse. It was like they were feeling each other. They did the stank fade. I loved it. I just loved it. Telling stories, I loved it. And I'm like trying to think of like all these artists that I liked throughout the years and things like that. And like, did you see Madonna's post?
Oh God, what'd she say? I know that's your girl. Well, she was your girl.
She was, yeah. She did what Kelly Ripa calls a backie. She took a picture of the back of her. And I had said that she got her butt done when she did a carpool karaoke with James Corden, and she tried to twerk because she got her butt redone. And then you just saw her butt, and I'm like, oh, sweetie, you still dealing with emotional issues in your body? Just like, come on.
Who would you like to see Madonna do a versus with? Well, no, let's not even go there, because versus, let me just say this. Every time Black people get something, white people are plotting. Like, how are we going to, like, it's going to be Britney versus Christina Aguilera. It's going to be called her sis. Some shit like that. Who body?
It's probably going to be like Madonna and like Britney and Christina, like all those little prop stars that are now, and it's going to be her against them.
So I'm not even going to say Madonna, because I don't even want to give that any credence. But who would, like, tonight they're doing, which I won't be listening because, you know, I hate reggae. I only like it when I'm in the club. I don't like to like listen to it on purpose. So it's Beanie Man versus Bounty Killer. And people are like, so boop, boop, boop. They're all excited and shit.
That's going to be so good.
I'll pass. And then on Monday, it's 112 versus Jagged Edge.
That's going to be so good.
So who, if you thought about it, you had a few days to think about it. Who would you come up with?
So here's my problem. I thought of artists that I really want to listen to, but I couldn't think of who could, like, because I'm like, oh, I just love a whole vibe with this one, a whole vibe with that one. Ivy Queen and Cardi B. Right. And I'm like, it's not really like, Cardi B doesn't have the same catalog as Ivy Queen.
Does she have 20 songs?
Who?
One album.
Cardi B?
Yeah.
But don't she have all those mixtapes? And that's why I said she doesn't have the catalog that Ivy Queen does. But then people who can like do the both, Ivy Queen and Lil' Kim.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or even Ivy Queen and Foxy.
See, I was thinking about Foxy in a battle, but then I'm like, I mean, Foxy might have 20 songs, especially because she's been on other people's records a lot.
She's so sensitive, though.
Yeah, I can't see her doing it.
She wouldn't do a vibe session.
There's not too many female rappers. Like, I would like to see MC Lyte versus Queen Latifah. That would be
That would be great. That would be great.
Right? That would be kind of, like, that would be a pretty good one.
That'd be great.
Because they definitely got 20 songs. They've been doing it since the 80s. I don't know. There's so many artists, but then you start thinking about like how sensitive, and then there's artists where you're like, you want them to just battle themselves. Like
yeah.
Like people keep saying like Mary versus Faith versus Mariah Carey. And like Mary shouldn't hold either one of them.
No, because it's
Mariah
not even in the same
by herself.
Yes. Just listen. I would love to, darling, and the stories, darling, lamb, darling.
Like what you call tomorrow night, Babyface is doing The Waiting to Exhale. He's gonna play The Waiting to Exhale album and talk stories about behind the scenes. Like if Mariah did that, I'd be like, I'm all for it. Like her champagne, hair in a ponytail,
and her ball gown.
Like just talking about
babies running around in the background and Monroe doing something silly. Love it.
I would love that. You know what I'm saying? I would, if I saw Mary do it, I would like her and Diddy to be on an IG live, and they tell stories about her music. Like like he can play the music, and then talk about it or whatever. Like that kind of. Sometimes when you hear the background
Yeah.
behind songs, I kind of like, as long as they don't go on forever and ever. It's like, all right, play the song. Like I saw Ashanti was on Fat Joe's show,
Mhm.
and she found out from him that the song What's Love? Remember,
Yeah.
was it What's
What's
Love?
love?
No,
No
wait, not
love.
What's Love. The song that she did with Fat Joe. What was the song called? Not What's Love. Um, shit.
Ain't it fun? No.
No.
Let me Google.
Yeah. Cool. But anyway, so she found out. So he went to the studio, right? And Irv Gotti played the song, and Ashanti was on it. Ashanti wasn't out yet.
It is What's Love.
Oh, it is What's Love?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think Ja Rule is singing the hook too.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So Fat Joe goes to the studio, and Irv Guy's like, no, Jennifer Lopez is gonna be on the hook. And he was like, nah. She's like, I love her, but I want Ashanti sound right. She's singing it perfectly how I want it. And he's right. She sound like, I can't imagine anybody else singing that hook.
Yeah.
And Irv Guy's like, no. So Ashanti's on Fat Joe's show, and Fat Joe's like, yeah, I remember Irv was like, we're gonna have J-Lo sing it. And she was like, that's the first time she ever heard, all these years later. She's like, see, I know. He was like, no, I'm not trying to start shit. She's like, no, that's all right. She looks salty as shit, because that's how they used to be doing back then. But like, to hear that story,
And what's
like,
crazy
I like
too,
that.
and what's crazy too, I feel like back then that Ashanti, J-Lo, like, not that they pitted themselves against each other, because they were just two different, really different artists. But for some reason, lyrically, they did that. Or like they
Because
wouldn't.
Ashanti, she said on the show that she wrote songs for Jennifer Lopez. She would sing them first as
Yep.
whatever they, like a demo,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
J-Lo would sing over it. But the problem is that they would keep parts of Ashanti's voice,
Yes.
so it sounded like,
And it sounded really good.
yeah.
And
So
here we are today.
right, exactly, 20 years later. So when it comes to verses, I like the idea of, the artist getting on there and kind of telling stories. Like when
Yeah.
Babyface and Teddy Riley did it the second time,
Yeah.
it was cool, when they tell a little bit behind the scenes, and especially
Yeah.
Babyface, because he would do a little shade and then he'd like throw on Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? So it was cool. Anybody else
Deborah Cox.
versus?
But well, here's my problem, because I'm like, I feel like Deborah Cox is an extremely underrated artist.
Mm-hmm.
And I want a vibe, not a versus with Toni Braxton.
I could see,
But I also, right?
but I don't know if Deborah Cox has enough catalog.
That's the problem.
She got like
So
3 or 4 songs.
But can we do like a vibe session where like Deborah Cox, Toni Braxton, maybe like throw in like a Jasmine, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's only 2 people. You can't.
I know, but this is my wish list. So wait, I have one more. All right. I don't have a versus for this one. I just want to hear this bitch talking all the time. Gladys Knight from the Pips days. Nothing new. Nothing in the last 20 years. Gladys
Knight.
Knight.
Come in the 20 years. She had some stuff.
Okay, nothing in the last 10 years.
Okay, yeah, 10 years ago.
15. So Gladys Knight from the Pimps. I want stories. I want like real shit with the Pips. Gladys Knight with the Pips. With the Pips. With her pimp. Gladys Knight with her pimps. No, with the Pips. I want stories. I want shade. I want did you know? I want one of something like that.
Be like Gladys Knight versus Diana Ross. Diana Ross ain't getting up there. She ain't doing it.
She's not versing nobody.
No.
Or what about Shaka Khan?
See, Shaka Khan versus Gladys Knight, because Shaka got a catalog. No, Shaka got to be by herself. She another one.
Can you imagine her like, yeah? Oh my God, I love it.
She gotta be, but see, now I forgot she's on the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack too. Babyface maybe have a story about her because I can only imagine her energy's got to be like off, but on.
What about Tina Turner?
No, I'm not. I'm not really a Tina Turner fan. Like I know her. Like, are you a fan if just because you know somebody's song and you know all
You
the
just
words?
maybe you just
Like so,
maybe
you know,
you
they
just
like back in the day. They used to play these songs
everywhere, and
every,
they're just in your head.
and now you can't go to the supermarket without hearing certain songs. It's like it's still, you know, they play over the system, and you're like
Yeah.
shopping for bread, and you're like through the fire.
And you're like,
Especially
I don't want to be with you. Where's
right,
the rice?
exactly. It's just too, it's too much. You can't escape it sometimes. You go in a doctor's office. Well, when we used to go back in doctor's offices, you know, now you meet in
What
locals and
about
parking lots and teleconnecting.
what about you? I want to hear your list.
I thought I just gave them to you,
Oh,
didn't I? Maybe I
I
didn't.
felt like I was talking the whole time.
No. I'm looking forward to the 112. I definitely want
Mm-hmm.
to see
That'll
because
be good.
I'm a fan of it. I mean, Jacket Edge is cool, but I was all about 112. Um, in terms of hip hop, I would like to see like Drake versus LL Cool J. I feel like they're the same but on different eras. Like how cool would that be?
Ooh, you're trying to get the whole family together.
You
That's
know,
amazing.
like Drake versus LL.
That
Like,
would be amazing. Can you imagine? Like, you don't know nothing about this. Dad,
great.
listen to this one. You don't know nothing about this. Oh my God, that
Like,
would
can
be
you imagine the
amazing.
verses on that? Like Jingling Baby, you
Go
know,
ahead, baby.
versus
You need to take
Six
this
Live.
clip and send it to LL and Drake.
Yeah,
That
they.
needs to happen.
And then
That needs.
I would like to see like but they already said they're not going to do it. Missy Elliott versus Busta Rhymes. That would have been. But
Why not?
they're like, nah, we're brother and sister. We're too much alike. But they're right. It's not that creative to think of them
But
because
do
they're
it together. Do it a vibe. Do a vibe.
no. It's not called a vibe. It's called verses.
But Erica Badu was a vibe, not a versus.
They made it a vibe, but it was still verses. They made it a vibe with their pussy incense and candy.
Would you want to listen to a Lauryn Hill, or is that bitch gotta be by herself?
Well, first of all, what time is it? Is she showing?
We need to schedule that at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, but I would like to see Lauryn Hill, but
That disrespectful bitch. I'm sorry. I just had a visceral reaction to her. She's so goddamn disrespectful. Oh
she
my
was,
God.
but then when she got on stage, we were jumping.
We ain't leaving. We're
I
like, we'll stay for one song. 2 in the morning. We're like, oh,
crazy.
it
And
was
then
worth
she
it
the
though.
opening group, oh, just bad. But you know, when she started doing her hits, I was just like, damn, that,
Oh, all right.
like that. You know, all of a sudden you're feeling it,
You're like, all right, I'm in that thing. Okay.
right? But I don't think she has enough records. I mean,
No.
she's got the Fuji records and she's got her solo album. But in terms of
She
20,
needs
I mean,
she
she
needs
just
to
had
do
to
it
pay the whole
live though.
miseducation. What?
If she could just do that miseducation on a live, that'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Give the people what they need.
I know. Ah, it's
And
crazy.
maybe she'll do it on time if she ain't gotta go nowhere.
She'll record it and post it, right?
Do that.
Yeah, I might listen. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I definitely would like to see LL Drake. Um,
That would be amazing.
and then like when you think about producers, you know, I would like to see like Diddy versus Dre. You know, Dr. Dre.
Ah,
Like the songs they did. Like I like the producer thing because it's usually diverse.
yeah.
You know, it runs the gamut. That's what I liked about the Babyface versus Teddy Riley. They wasn't necessarily playing their songs.
Yeah.
I mean, of course they played their music, but
Yeah.
to play other artists, I kind of like that. You know, so something. We'll see what the next few weeks hold, and check it out.
Check it out.
Anyway, good show.
Good show.
Check out my shirt.
Men fish, women actually catch.
My dearly departed aunt gave me that. Rest in peace, Auntie. She liked the fish.
She liked to catch.
She liked the catch. True. Anyway, good show. Before we end, I want to say rest in peace to all our fallen servicemen. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you for giving your lives so that we can do this damn podcast, because it means so much. But, there are people that watch and listen and enjoy us. And
thank you to the 4 of you.
No, we got a lot during this quarantine. People are listening. You would know that if you check the stats. Check the stats, boo. Check the stats.
I'm sensitive. I can't be looking at stuff like that. My emotional health is too fragile.
You're fine. But people are liking it more, and watching clips, and even if we pay for them to watch the clips, advertising it helps. Shoot, get a couple thousand people to watch a clip, helps little by little, and then you notice the people that are on the website and checking out.
What's that song? Little by little, bit by bit.
Yeah. Was that a kid song?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that song. Anyway,
where can they catch us?
I said it first.
Oh, Yep Yeah Yes 18 on Instagram and Twitter, the Yep Yeah Yes podcast on Facebook, and any streaming device that plays podcasts. All you have to do is say, device, please play the Yep Yeah Yes podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, add us, booze.
And who do you want to see in a versus? Let us know.
I definitely want to know.
Yeah. Happy Memorial Day, y'all.
Happy Memorial Day.
Peace out.
And get your mental health checked out.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Well, you said to
where did that come from? Huh?
You said to the fallen service people, and sometimes people come back and they don't feel so great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sacrifice.
Mental health awareness. And what's up with, like, if I don't vote for Biden, I'm not black, but I'm just saying this on the same tone. It seemed like more white people are offended than black people. Black people's like, yeah, okay. White people's like, that is why he needs not to be president. He's so insensitive.
You know why? You know why? Here's the problem. When you tell Karen that she can't speak to a manager, she gets very wildly offended.
Yes.
When you tell Maria she can't speak to a manager, that's the shit she's been told her whole life. Exactly. So it's just another Tuesday.
Nail on the button, homie. And for that is friendship goals. That's why I'm friends with you. The same ideology/ideology. That is why. Because you understand Karen versus, what is
Maria.
it? Maria. Versus Laquita. Okay? Versus Barbara. Okay?
Barbara could be anybody.
Gertrude.
So could Gertrude.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, there's a very.
I have to tell you, I have never met a Barbara I didn't like for some reason.
True.
There's something, and every ethnicity is a different Barbara. There's Barbara, there's Barbara, there's Barbara.
I never heard of them.
It's all different vibes.
Spanish accent. I can't stand you right now. There's Deborah and there's Deborah. Okay.
Stop. I can't.
Okay, anyway. All right, y'all, be out.
Bye.
Vote.